Is it Silk?
It is.
I have to go.
I'll be taking your Silk fan card, please.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mike Talks Marvel. I'm Mike, and these are my co-pilots. You stepped over me. That's okay. I went off the cuff and did something really weird. This is not your fault. 'Tis mine.
I'm still Ashley, so.
It's our. The best part is I was probably muted for what I just said, so that's great. So they didn't even hear me overstep you.
You know.
So Tony messaged me 2 minutes before 8 o'clock and asked if we were going on tonight. I said yes, and then he said awesome. And that makes me think he's got something he wants to say tonight.
He's here.
Yes. Does he have something to say tonight?
We'll find out. Give him some time to type.
He has no time.
Oh, he says no.
He has nothing to say.
Oh, okay. He just was excited to see us. We're excited to see you too, Tony.
Exactly.
Always excited to see Tony.
Ashley's playing with tape.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the end of it and I can't.
Oh, isn't that the worst?
Yes.
Since Tony is our resident guy in the chair, I want to ask him, does everything sound okay this episode? We've had 2 episodes in a row that have sounded weird. Is this good?
The never-ending corn maze. Yes, that's what they should call it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Cool.
Which means we can carry on with the live stream.
Woohoo!
So, what's new?
I'll tell you what's new.
All right.
My comic book's showing up in the mail all mangled up.
Oh, that's no good. Can you guys hear the bird that's like on my porch?
I hear that bird, yes.
Oh my god, can you like be quiet, please? He went away.
He did?
You scare away birds. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know your supervillain powers.
No. Well, I'm sorry about your comics.
So you know, I always like to go to the local comic shops, but once the pandemic started and they were all closed, I just decided to go right to Marvel and order through them, and their shipments are fulfilled through Midtown Comics, who is notoriously bad at packaging things, and they just put it in this flimsy little piece of paper behind it that says "Do not bend." Of course, it shows up in my mailbox, mangled to hell.
No better.
Yeah, and I'm gonna assume it gets destroyed like through the whole mailing process. But I went to my post office the other day and said, "Can you guys just hang on to those for me, and I'll pick them up?" So hopefully that'll fix it a little bit. But yeah. But like, you know, part of me says, well, when you get them through Marvel, it's like 40% off the cover price to get it through Midtown. So maybe that's where the cost is getting cut from. They just ship it really cheap. But I also order from Things from Another World all the time, and they also have super good prices, way discounted off the cover price, and they ship it very well, and I've never had a single book come dinged from them. So Marvel, switch, get rid of Midtown. Things from Another World's place to go.
Tony would have expected better from Midtown.
Yeah.
We have to appease Tony. Marvel, that's your guy.
The thing is, you know, they're a big New York City comic company, and like I think if you go to their website and you order back issues and stuff like that, they ship it really well. It's just their fulfillment through Marvel for some reason they just don't care.
Huh.
That's backwards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, since you guys are obviously listening, you know, like everyone listens to this podcast, Midtown, you need to fix that issue. You know, if you could just get on that, it would be appreciated.
Yes. Thank you. I will be writing to my congressman.
Well,
Okay.
will he help?
What?
Will he help?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Turn into the Hulk. Smash down their shop
Which Hulk?
and then make them pay him for protection so that their shops don't get smashed.
I
So
see.
he's both a superhero and a mobster, apparently. I don't know.
It's a multi-step plan. I see. I didn't see the big picture.
Yeah, you didn't. You gotta look at this from the big picture. So what else is new this week? There's some new books coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. The 3rd issue of Heroes Reborn comes out. I've been following that one. That's the book that got mangled in the mailbox. Which made me say, you know what? At least I can read this one now. Can't ruin it.
Yeah.
True.
No, I've been following that series from the start. It's fantastic because it's, reimagining the world with no Avengers, and Peter Parker has a book out called Peter Parker Shutterbug, where he misses getting bit by the spider, and he ends up doing photography at the Daily Bugle, where he just follows Hyperion around and just take pictures of him as he's saving the day. And then at the end, he ends up getting, there was I forgot what it was, something attacked him, like a parasitic monster thing, and Hyperion saved the day, but he missed some of it, and attached itself to Peter Parker, and it ends with Peter Parker saying, I finally get to be the hero, and he jumps out the window of the Daily Bugle. It was insane.
I hope he did get the powers.
For those who haven't read it.
Okay, yeah, we've already made it. There's spoilers on this show. It's fine. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't. Is there anything new on my end?
Black Widow clip.
Yeah. Did you see the Black Widow clip?
No.
Oh my gosh, you people! What are you doing?
Which one?
It's Yelena and Nat are in a car chase, and it's just some nice sister.
I did see that actually. Yes.
Yes, I am so excited. That just made me so much more excited to see. Yes, that is the relationship between them. Good job. Do you have any thoughts on who the person on the motorcycle might be? Because me and Frank had the same thought.
What'd you think?
It looks like the mom.
Okay.
Melina.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can it be her? Why would she be chasing them?
They left the Red Room?
Possible. I mean, it's definitely possible. Because, they've made it look like they're all going to be working together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe they aren't going to be working together.
Mm.
Or it's a double cross situation.
Or it's a different character completely.
That's true.
Anything's possible. We just don't know. But I'm
Maybe.
excited either way.
Maybe it's Loki.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
It's always Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's Mephisto.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
First it was Mephisto, now it's Loki. I mean, I bet you in the show we're gonna find out that Loki's behind a lot of weird antics behind the scenes. In one of the trailers, it looked like he was DB Cooper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in a plane. Do you know the story of DB Cooper, Ash?
Yes. Oh, I don't.
So he's this man who hijacked a plane, and demanded.
This is real.
Yeah. He demanded money, and he got the money,
cool.
and he wanted a parachute, and he jumped out of the plane with the money, and he was never found. After that.
This is a real story.
This is a real story.
Yeah, he hijacked a plane, demanded money and a parachute, and then flew the plane himself, right?
I'm not 100% certain on that detail. But
I think I can't remember that part either.
oh, it was in the 70s, by the way.
Yes.
Thanks, Tony.
And he jumped into the woods.
Yeah, he just disappeared, and they tried to like trace down the money, and they couldn't find him. Couldn't find a body. Couldn't find the money.
Man, that's bothersome.
So in one of the trailers,
Like suspect. There was someone that they always thought it was, but they never proved it.
I think there were a few suspects over the years that they were like, it could have been this person, could have been this, but nothing was ever concrete enough for, to officiate it. But
yeah.
So in one of the Loki trailers, I think one of the first trailers we got, he's in a plane and he gets out and he like winks and he jumps out of the plane and he's like, Heimdall, hope you're ready. And then Heimdall just takes him out of there.
I think the only solution is that he's in the place in the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Madripoor?
It mattered for.
Wow, that was some loud traffic.
I'm sorry. It's like 85 degrees in here, so I have to have the front door.
I've got my fan on too. Loki is Forrest Gump. Yeah, he just, was in the behind the scenes of every like historical event.
And he actually was Forrest Gump too.
Yeah, he takes off. Tom Hanks takes off his mask, and it's Loki. Yeah. Hey, so what's your?
Maybe like Loki will end up being Quicksilver.
Oh.
The real Quicksilver.
No. The one in WandaVision.
Oh, Ralph Boner.
Yeah, he's Ralph.
Makes sense. I can see it.
So hey, what's each of you answer this individually. What's your guys' experience with Dungeons and Dragons?
You're my DM.
I know, but for the audience.
I've been playing for a couple years now. I have like 70 characters that I'll never get to use. I like to watch Critical Role, and I really like Dungeons and Dragons.
Mike?
I played it a lot back in high school, many years ago, and then a bit in my 20s, and that's pretty much it. Like here and there, I've jumped in on games since then, but never anything weekly or. But I used to play it a lot. I think it was. I can't even remember what the rule set was back then. It's definitely not the one that everyone's using now, though.
No. It's changed. I think this is. It's like we're on the 5th edition and climbing.
That's the one that made it like the most accessible. That's the one that everybody loves,
yes,
right?
Yes, yeah. Well, so the reason why I bring this up is our composer for the intro-outro theme of the show is part of his own podcast / series. I think it's 2 seasons long now. Of a show where they play superhero Dungeons and Dragons. I believe the system is called Mutants and Masterminds. The channel's called Keep Tappin' X, I believe.
Yep.
I will admit I have not listened to it, but I'm very intrigued by it, and I was wondering if maybe down the line we could do a Mike Talks Marvel superhero D&D sesh.
Man.
Yeah, I'm always here for Dungeons and Dragons.
I figured, and it'd be nice to get Mike in our little circle of nerdiness, because it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Oh. I like playing.
Tony had the Marvel RPG as a kid. How was that? I hear there's several different superhero tabletop role-playing games that all vary in quality. But too confusing for him. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it very much, but I tried it too. The Marvel, like the ages, right, Tony? Come on, these.
He was like 10 at the time.
That makes it hard.
Yeah, and he didn't get the lingo. Okay, yeah. But I think we can definitely do something in the Marvelverse for like maybe a one-shot podcast episode. That'd be kind of fun, I think.
I agree.
I'm down for a 12 shot.
A 12 shot. Yeah. Every time we don't know what to talk about for a podcast, we'll just be like, "Hey, we'll want to do the D&D thing again." That'd be fun.
Every time Mike says something dumb, we're pulling out the game.
You come to us and you're like, "Listen, let's try giving that Daredevil review synopsis a shot again." And we're like, "No, we'll do the RPG."
You giving away what happened in the missing episode? Are you telling the people what happened in the missing episode?
I'm implying the lost episode that'll never see the light of day.
It will someday. We have 10,000 fans. So far, we still have one. We haven't lost the one, so that's good.
That's a start.
That's true. And as we know, our number one fan, Tony, who secretly works for Marvel, which we're onto you, man. Like, just admit it, give it up. And because we know you're listening and making all the changes that we're asking for.
Still no Snow Guard.
Still no Snow Guard. Not yet. Not yet.
Until I see Snow Guard, I believe nothing.
Well, I've got my conspiracy board up, and it's linking Tony to different Marvel people. It's very intricate. There's a lot of thread.
Get the threads going.
Mm-hmm.
I will be right back.
Okay.
You guys chat amongst yourselves.
We shall.
Oh, they're making Dear Evan Hansen a movie.
Yeah. I want to see it.
I do too. For those of you who don't know, I like Broadway. I went to school for theater, so that's a good musical. I like that musical. I don't know if these are birds or squirrels outside my house, but they are driving me nuts.
Bird squirrels.
Yeah.
They're hybrids.
Yeah, I apologize for the background noise, but I'm not going to suffocate in here, so.
I think for the most part, it has been okay. Did you
Tony, that is not proper English. Would you like to try again?
Okay. Did I watch the Spider-Man show? I tried. Did I see the show? I tried an episode of 3 different shows on Disney Plus. I don't know if any of them were the ones. The Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark Broadway show.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I have seen some of it.
Oh, the cursed show.
Wait, that ended up being a thing? I thought they canceled it.
Oh no.
That's a thing.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be, but I thought during pre-production all that bad stuff happened, and they were just like, "We can't afford this."
No, that was a show.
Yeah, I think all the accidents happened during performances.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch it online. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. They made Cats a movie.
Wow. Got a little Star Trek in here.
Mr. Scott lives in my house, and he was receiving a
transmission.
Gotcha. But yeah, so you can watch it on TV, and it won't be as bad as the Cats movie that they made. So.
I voted that best movie of the year.
Oh, did you?
I'm so sorry.
It was amusing.
It was none of the above.
Perfect.
No.
Sorry, Mike. We were actually looking for perfect. So, Tony says to get out.
Yeah, please do. You're no longer the title character.
We're gonna have to change the intro to Ashley Talks Marvel.
No, it's just Ashley Talks.
Ashley Talks. What does she talk about?
Everything.
Oh. Pirates,
Broadway,
Revenge.
Disney.
He's back.
Yeah, he changed his show to Mike Seeks Revenge.
Mike Seeks Revenge. It's our side podcast.
It's the name of our superhero podcast, the RPG.
Mike Seeks Revenge.
Yep.
Do we have a game today?
I think we
If
do.
you call it a game, then yes, I do have something of the sorts prepared.
Okay.
So, basically, you don't really need to write anything down. If you want to,
I'll keep score.
you can. It's more of a, I'll give a 3, 2, 1, and then you can give your answers either at the same time or one at a time. So, I have put together some quotes from Marvel Comics. I did not have as much time as I wanted to flip through my own comics and pick out quotes, but thankfully the internet's a thing, so I was able to find a variety of comics. And I just need you to tell me who said these things.
Okay. Are we buzzing in?
If you would like to.
Or Frank, we'll both write down our answers and then we'll.
I think she's just gonna say a 3, 2, 1, and then we're just gonna shout them.
I mean, if you want to write them down, you can. But after the 3, 2, 1, you can give your answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will start with an easy one. Okay. Who says, Lockheed, if you don't get your tail out of my face, I'm gonna bite it off?
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde.
No.
Oh.
You think she's a savage? She's not gonna bite her own dragon's tail off, guy.
I don't know who hates Lockheed. Wolverine?
Well, it's not that they hate Lockheed. I mean,
Yeah.
See, is it Star-Lord?
no.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I guess one more shot, Mike.
And Frost.
Rocket?
No. It is Nightcrawler.
Oh.
So
I told you guys this. Besides in X-Men 2, I really do not like Nightcrawler.
Really? Not even in the X-Men Evolution cartoon?
He's just such a religious guy.
what are you talking about? He became a sex god, Mike. Well, this is from one of the first Nightcrawler comics. So, it's an older one. But for those of you who don't know, Kitty and Kurt are good friends. So, naturally, Lockheed is there. Also, Tony, if you would like to play along, as always, you are welcome to.
Yeah, I got Tony written on my my score sheet just in case.
So,
All right.
No one got anything for that one.
Nope.
Oh, Ashley gets the point.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to start with the easier ones, but I mean, none of them are super obvious. I made sure of that. But who says, unlike most humans, I prefer not to speak unless I have something to say?
Magneto.
You're very close, Dad.
Unlike most humans, who's not human?
Did you hear my dad's guess?
No.
Okay. Well, since
Should-
no one has really come close yet,
should
my
I-
father
Here,
guessed Mr. Data from Star Trek.
Oh, is it Vision?
It is Vision.
All right, I'm gonna give Keith that point.
He didn't get it right.
I'm still giving it to him.
Yeah, so that is in one of the Avengers comics. Volume 1, issue 24. 74, issue 74. So, you know, these are some older comics, but those are some of the ones that I personally like to buy. So, yeah. All right. There's something in this that should help give it away. This is a longer one, okay? So just let me get through this little spiel before you make your guesses. Clumsy child, very clumsy. You do not bait the lioness in her den, nor the spider at the center of her web. This is the second time in as many weeks an attempt has been made on my life. Though it would seem my would-be assassins are getting younger and younger. Welcome, X-Men. Doubtless you begin to guess why I invited you here tonight.
Emma Frost.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
That is from Uncanny X-Men.
Who was she speaking to?
The X.
The X-Men.
But which X-Men in particular? There's
a group of them. She invited them to a party, and they are at this party, but there is, I believe, spoilers, I believe she might actually die at the end of this. There is, like, someone who's out to get her, and I believe an assassin is at the party, so don't quote me on that, because I'm never sure, but pretty sure. So Mike gets that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mike gets Marvel.
Mike gets Marvel.
Let's see if you continue to get Marvel.
Yeah, I'm not doing good so far.
This next one can only be so many people. I guess that's not true, but there's, like, a vibe to this one, so. Can you stop driving up my street?
Is that the quote?
No.
That
Sorry.
was,
Tony Stark.
That was
All right.
May.
Yeah.
Who said, hey, when you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark 27 times, jumping from one speeding object to another becomes second nature?
Quill.
It is not Quill, but same vibe.
Is it Ant-Man?
It is Ant-Man. This is also from the Avengers, Volume 1, Issue 223. How many are there? I do not know.
All of them.
Avengers?
Yeah.
Probably if you do continuous counting, I would guess they're in the 400s, 500s maybe.
Yeah.
Look at it right now.
Yeah.
That's lower than I thought.
Yes. But when you think about it, there's so many branching stories. So it's like...
That's true.
You know. This is an older one, for sure. It actually has Hawkeye on the cover, which we love that. It might be the West Coast Avengers now that I'm looking at it.
West Coast Avengers are fun. Yeah, you were right. They're at 600 and something at least.
There you go.
That's still so much less than I thought there'd be.
The comics are monthly.
Like
12 a year.
I guess that's true. That's true.
Except in the Avengers case, sometimes they were bi-monthly, and then they have like the annual and stuff like that.
Yeah. So in this particular comic that this quote is from, it's called "Of Robin Hoods and Roustabouts," and there's it's Taskmaster. And Hawkeye's like at this, I think he's at a carnival, which is really ironic for Hawkeye. But so him and Ant-Man team up to like defeat Taskmaster and like his men and stuff. And that is this is what that's from. I don't think they actually defeat them in that comic in particular, but that is the premise of it. So Hawkeye and Ant-Man, great stuff. Okay, so this next one, we'll see. It's very the next couple ones are very broad. It could be a wide range. So who said, "'Cause I'm done making things worse, and what's more, I'm done listening to the little voice in my head." Some of these I couldn't make easy for you guys.
Scarlet Witch?
Rogue.
those are both fantastic guesses, and it would like totally make sense for them to say it, but no. I'll say it's not Deadpool. I will say don't think too into it. With like the whole, like, it could be anyone. This could be anyone. It's not someone who has like, I don't want to say mind powers, but like, this could be. I picked it because I liked the quote. Like, I saw it and I was like, I like that. That is words to live by.
Is it Steve Rogers?
It's not Steve Rogers. It is a female.
Lady.
Because I'm done making things worse. And what's more, I'm done listening to the little voice in my head.
Give us this. Is it an X-Men?
No.
Captain Marvel?
It's not Captain Marvel.
Squirrel Girl?
Not Squirrel Girl.
Miss?
No.
Silk.
It's Silk.
Is it Silk?
It is.
I have to go.
I'll be taking your Silk fan card, please.
So, I actually couldn't find any information on, like, the comic itself. It's from Spider Women.
Yep.
Silk Spider Women.
Yep.
It's from issue 6, I think. Is it?
Well, I think, if I remember correctly, the Spider-Women storyline was when they went to visit Gwen on her, reality, her, whatever it's called, what's the word I'm looking at, multiverse.
The Ultimates.
And in that one, Silk is a bad guy who she is like a CEO of like an
Yes. It
corporation.
does say that Silk is a criminal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I liked the cover of the comic.
But I knew the story.
Yeah. I liked her little mugshot on the cover of the comic, and then I saw that quote, and I was like, I like this, and I knew it would be a tough one because it's so, so vague. But all right.
To answer your question, I believe the last issue of the Avengers, the one that came out in April, was issue number 45, Legacy issue number 745. So that's where they're at, 745.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So, how many more do I have? I think I have 4 more for you guys. Do you want the long one or the funnier one?
Do funny first, then long.
Okay. This is funny to me because this is also something that I would say. So who says, hey, I just spent a week with these idiots. I'm not showing off. I'm working out my frustration.
Is that Quill?
It's not.
Is it Gamora?
No.
Tony says She-Hulk.
It's not, but that's a good guess.
I think of who would spend a week. Oh, is it Hawkeye?
No.
Is it one of the X-Men?
It's not.
Deadpool?
No.
No, Deadpool wouldn't say that.
So, just to give you another hint. It does feature a character that has been around recently.
Jessica Jones.
Nope.
Is it Bucky?
It is Bucky.
Hey,
It's Bucky Cap.
Bucky Cap. Okay.
Yes. So he is. It's a Captain America comic where Bucky is Cap, and he's working with Falcon. So,
Nice.
he is. Yeah, it's sort of like a Bucky Falcon thing, and I was like,
Who are the other idiots?
I want to say that it's probably the Avengers.
Tell your dad bless you.
I'm not going to tell him that. He's downstairs, so I'd have to yell.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I actually am not sure who he is referring to. I tried to find out, and I couldn't.
Gotcha. That's
So-
okay.
I don't know, but the Nomad's in it.
What issue is it?
Oh, that's Steve.
This is the one that was released on my birthday. Also a fun fact. It is Captain America, Volume 1, Issue 603.
Captain America Volume 1, Issue 603.
Yes.
All right. I'll have an answer for you shortly.
Great. While you do that, I'm going to start reading the long quote.
Here we
It's
go.
not that, but we're not just failures. As much as they hurt, we learn from them. Then we go out there and do our best to make up for them, even though we never will. We save people. We save as many as we can to make up for the ones we couldn't. That's all we do.
Captain America.
You would think so. Not.
Black Widow.
Nope. They might have been hanging around with Captain America to get that, to come up with that speech, though.
Fury.
Nope.
Iron Man.
You think Tony would say that? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess Tony's a good guy, but
Is this someone who we have not seen in the MCU or someone who has been in the MCU?
oh, they've been in the MCU.
Wanda?
Any guesses from Tony?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
We'll give him another moment. He says nope.
It's I mean, depending on how well you know the character, it's nice that they kind of come out with this speech. It's like you know, how some people, they lack the confidence and they, you know, they take the guilt with them even though they shouldn't. And I think this character has a tendency to hold on to guilt for not being able to save everyone or do everything. So coming out with this speech to other people was nice for this character.
Hulk?
And it is a male character.
Is it Hulk?
You already guessed Spidey, right?
No, you haven't.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this is to, I believe this is to the New Humans.
Inhumans?
New Humans.
New Human.
New Mutants?
The New Human.
They are a young group of dormant Inhumans who were given their powers when Black Bolt unleashed the Terrigen Cloud.
Yes. So that's where Kamala Khan got her powers from during that.
Oh.
So basically what happened was he released the Terrigen bomb because I don't remember, but they were like, the Inhumans were in trouble of like they were dwindling in numbers, but the Terrigen mist killed mutants. So that's what started the war between the Inhumans and the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Because they knew by dropping the Terrigen bomb they were going to get more humans. They were going to find out more humans were actually Inhumans, but it was going to kill mutants in the process.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a nice little pep talk, and he's actually teaming up with Sam as Captain America in this comic. I think it's a newer one, so it was just very nice. It's like little Spidey steps up and gives this pep talk to these these Inhumans who are not so sure.
That's awesome.
So, I liked that for Spider-Man. Like, it's not your typical Spider-Man quote that you see, but it was a good one.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. I think I have 2 more. And I think one of them might be easier than the other, so I'm going to start with that one. Who says, "Fortunately for me, I'm not a cop, so I can break your face into a jigsaw puzzle if I wanted to."
Punisher.
No.
Black Widow?
Not. I can't say much because I don't know a whole awful lot about this character, but it seems like they really have something against cops.
Against cops?
Yeah, there was like other quotes where this person is just
Kingpin.
going on.
Kingpin.
No.
Maria Hill.
Nope. I'm trying to think of a hint to give you. I'm not sure how they know what jigsaw puzzles look like.
Daredevil?
He could see until he was 10.
Well, he doesn't seem to like cops or anything that wears a badge, he says.
Huh.
So, I'm not sure why. Like I said, I am not educated on the Daredevil other than his relationship with Natasha. Naturally.
It depends on the storyline.
Gotcha.
And the newest run right now, there's a whole section of the police department was all corrupt, and there was this one cop who was like really adamant about bringing Daredevil down, and Daredevil was trying to help him because he knew he was like the one guy who was actually legitimate, and that's part of that legitimacy was that he looked at Daredevil as a vigilante.
His Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, that's from an older comic. That's
it's from Frank Miller's run.
Maybe.
It's Volume 1, Issue 139. So, but let's see if you can figure out the last one. Could be a variety of characters. So, last but not least, who says, "Don't think I'm helpless just because I'm soft and cuddly"?
Rocket?
I would say it's not your first instinct.
Soft.
Captain Marvel.
Nope.
Howard the Duck.
It's not.
To correct myself, by the way, it was not Frank Miller. It was Marv Wolfman.
Okay.
Who's soft? Beast.
No.
Wolverine.
No, but I feel like that's totally something Wolverine would say. Maybe they learned it from Wolverine. That's gonna throw you off, and I apologize.
Is this
Who?
also Nightcrawler?
No. It's not Mary Jane either.
Easy.
I like that you guys are like not leaning towards females, but you might be on the right track.
Who's a soft lady?
Soft and cuddly.
Yeah.
Who's a soft, cuddly lady? Is it Squirrel Girl?
It's not.
Jubilee.
Nope. Listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but Frank, would you call me soft and cuddly?
No. Oh, okay. Is this sarcasm in this statement?
Right.
It's not. I mean, maybe it is, but like, you know, sometimes people think they're soft and cuddly and other people don't. So I'm just proving a point. I can be soft and cuddly.
You can be.
See? Well, so can these people.
I'm thinking physically soft.
I don't think they're actually physically soft. Maybe they are.
Animals. Marvel World.
It's like Lockjaw or freaking Lucky.
It's Lucky the pizza dog.
Who the frick would it be?
Well,
Is it Black Widow?
it is Black Widow.
Hey.
You think that I was gonna go through this entire game and not put Natasha in there? Come on. So, how'd y'all do? Hmm?
That was a fun one. I like that game.
Oh my gosh, if I didn't have to go to dinner tonight, I would have just kept going. It's like, it's so hard because you can literally just find like the most vague quotes. I was trying to find like Loki ones, but you'll notice in a lot of the comics he talks like he's from Asgard.
Like Shakespearean.
So, like, I was hoping to go through my comics in my room and pick out quotes from those, but it didn't happen. So maybe we'll have to do a part 2 eventually.
Definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys didn't do too bad.
So, Montgomery Scott got 1 point. You got 2 points. Mike got 3. And I broke the tie with 4.
Nice.
But I will say, I think overall, Ashley's the winner of this because there was a lot of guiding, a lot of hand-holding to get to these answers.
I mean, I figured I was going to have to give hints and stuff anyway because, you know, when you do stuff like that with quotes, like, literally, I mean, anyone could say, oh, the voice, like, I gotta stop listening to that little voice in my head. Like, any superhero could say that, you know?
Right.
But, yeah. Well, nicely done.
That was good.
With all your guessing, you got there eventually.
yeah. A little pulling teeth like, but we got there.
Right.
You did it.
Yeah.
That was
all
a
right,
good
kiddos. I gotta head out early tonight.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It was very fun playing. I will see you all next week.
See you next week.
Have a
See
good,
you there.
you have a good night.
Excelsior later.
Snuggle under the covers with a flashlight and some old comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell your parents you're reading them. They will throw them in the garbage.
Oh, dang. That sucks.
They'll read that book. What was it? The something of the innocence, whatever. That book came out in the 60s. Said the comic books need to go. They're turning our children into juvenile delinquents.
Gosh. Go pick up the Bible.
And by Bible, I mean Avengers Omnibus.
Sure. Do that.
Right.
Excelsior later.